What we seen today was greatness. This was similar to the Michael Jordan flu game. I mean, it's up there type deal, bro. Caitlin Clark just handed the New York Liberty the ass whooping of a lifetime. And what's crazy about all of this is that the referees couldn't even save them. See, last time the referees was able to save New York and they walked away with the victory.
This is the biggest legal storm the WNBA has ever faced. Caitlin Clark, America's basketball darling, just filed a $1 million lawsuit against WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, accusing the league of targeted harassment. 11 drug tests in just one season, while others coast by with 3. What happened behind the scenes will blow your mind.
What a game. The Indiana Fever snap the New York Liberty's undefeated streak.
The word undeniable exists for a reason, and it applies to Caitlin Clark. She is just absolutely undeniable, and her return to the Indiana Fever showed it once again. It felt like a jolt of energy to the WNBA, obviously to the Indiana Fever.
Caitlin Clark had just torched the Liberty with 32 points, snapping their undefeated run. The crowd was electric. Her teammates were stunned. But while fans were still cheering, Clark was pulled aside, again, for her 11th random drug test of the season. 11. That's nearly 4 times the league average. According to her legal team, Clark was strategically tested after every big game. After a 29-point breakout versus Phoenix? Tested. After a career high in assists? Tested. Following the Liberty game? Immediately tested. Her lawyer stated in court filings. These actions represent a calculated effort to undermine Ms. Clark's credibility, reputation, and physical privacy. The internet exploded. Fans were furious and hilarious. Hashtags like #FreeClark and #DrugTestTheRefs trended for hours. One viral tweet read, "Caitlin hits 5 threes. League hits her with a lab test. Brittany Griner throws insults. League throws it under the rug." And that opened Pandora's box. When Brittany Griner used a racially charged slur against Clark on national TV, the league said nothing. No fine, no statement, no accountability. But Caitlin gets drug tested after lighting up a scoreboard? The hypocrisy was glaring. Even former NBA stars began questioning Cathy Engelbert's leadership. This isn't a sudden breakout. Clark's been doing this since Iowa. Her 40-point double-doubles, NCAA records, and cold-blooded clutch shots. This is who she's always been. So why now? Why the surveillance? One Fever insider told us off the record. It's like the league is shocked a woman is this good and white and popular. They can't handle it. Cathy Engelbert has remained silent throughout the backlash. No public statement. No press release. Just a mounting pile of criticism. And now, a lawsuit that could cost her career. The league's image is on the ropes, and sponsors are quietly watching. Legal analysts say Clark's case could trigger a massive policy shift across the WNBA. If she wins, we're talking about compensation, policy reform, and executive accountability. A court date hasn't been set, but insiders expect a preliminary hearing within 60 days. And if Engelbert testifies, this scandal could get a whole lot bigger. The real tragedy isn't just the lawsuit. It's the message it sends to every young girl watching. If you dominate, you'll be doubted. If you shine too bright, you'll be tested, not celebrated. Caitlin Clark didn't just make history on the court, she might be making history off it too. The Indiana Fever's next matchup? A televised showdown versus Las Vegas, and all eyes will be on Clark. Meanwhile, sources confirm her legal team is preparing an exclusive ESPN sit-down. And fans? They're planning a peaceful protest outside the WNBA's New York office next week. This story is far from over. This isn't just about drug tests. It's about fairness, bias, and the right to be excellent without suspicion. If you believe Caitlin Clark deserves better, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with everyone who watches women's sports. Because this fight just got started. Click the next video to see what Sue Bird had to say and why some veterans are furious about Clark's rise. This rabbit hole goes deeper than you think. She's the face of women's basketball, A once-in-a-generation talent breaking records, shattering viewership numbers, and inspiring millions. But today, Caitlin Clark is fighting a very different battle. Her lawyer has just filed a $1 million lawsuit against WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, accusing the league of harassment, discrimination, and career sabotage. The reason? 11 forced drug tests in less than half a season. Is it random or a pattern of targeted bias? This explosive scandal may change the WNBA forever. From NCAA stardom to the WNBA spotlight, Caitlin Clark has always turned heads. But her meteoric rise brought with it more than just fame. According to sources within the Fever organization, every time Caitlin has a standout game, the league hits her with a drug test. After a 32-point clinic against New York Liberty that snapped their undefeated run, drug tested. After her return from injury, drug tested. 11 times this season alone. That's nearly 4x the league average. Filed just days ago in a New York district court, the lawsuit accuses the WNBA and Commissioner Engelbert of engaging in a deliberate campaign of overtesting, failing to provide equal treatment across athletes, contributing to mental distress and public defamation. Her legal team calls it a weaponization of drug testing protocols, not accountability, but punishment for popularity. The fans aren't buying it. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, every platform exploded. One tweet read, "Caitlin Clark has been tested more than Angel Reese has scored this month." Others demanded Engelbert's resignation, accusing her of targeting Clark out of resentment or fear of her unprecedented rise. But beyond the jokes lies a deeper concern. Why is success being treated like suspicion? This isn't Caitlin's first time under fire. From college to the pros, she's faced unmatched scrutiny. When Brittany Griner threw racial insults at Clark, the league remained silent. When other players crossed lines, no suspensions. But Clark has a breakout night, and she's ushered into a drug testing room. It's more than just unfair, it's systemic inconsistency. The emotional toll is mounting. Her return from injury should have been a celebration. Instead, it triggered another lab test. But it's not just Caitlin who suffers. This controversy threatens to unravel the league's greatest success story. Clark is the WNBA right now. She drives ticket sales, viewership, and merchandise. Undermining her is undermining the league itself. So far, Commissioner Cathy Engelbert has said nothing. No explanation, no apology, no defense. And her silence is being interpreted as complicity. The calls for her resignation? Growing louder by the hour. As ESPN's Stephen A. Smith put it bluntly, this isn't leadership. This is cowardice hiding behind a rulebook. With upcoming CBA talks, salary battles, and viewership on the rise, this controversy comes at the worst possible time. Sponsors are watching. Networks are watching. And most importantly, the next generation of players is watching. What message does it send when your league's brightest star is rewarded with suspicion? Clark's legal team is reportedly preparing for a court hearing within the next 2 months. Rumors of a sit-down tell-all ESPN interview are swirling. And the Indiana Fever's next game? A nationally televised clash with the Las Vegas Aces. The whole world will be watching. This isn't just about one lawsuit or one season. It's about how we treat excellence. Caitlin Clark deserves answers. The fans deserve transparency. And the WNBA desperately needs to decide what kind of league it wants to be. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should the WNBA apologize? Is this a case of targeted bias? Or just bad optics? Hit that like button, subscribe, and don't miss our next investigation. Caitlin Clark, the brightest star in women's basketball, has just filed a shocking $1 million lawsuit against WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, accusing the league of harassment after being subjected to 11 drug tests in a single season. While other players skate by, Clark has been relentlessly targeted after every record-breaking performance. Is it random, or is this a disturbing case of targeted suspicion and institutional bias? In this investigative expose, we unpack the full story behind the lawsuit, the viral fan outrage, and what this controversy means for the future of the WNBA. With social media eruptions, legal fireworks, and league silence, This might be the biggest scandal women's basketball has ever faced. Caitlin Clark's comeback should have been a celebration. Instead, it sparked a firestorm. After dropping 32 points in a legendary performance, Clark was slapped with her 11th drug test of the season, triggering a $1 million lawsuit against WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. Fans are calling it harassment. Lawyers are calling it abuse of power. And the internet? It's calling out the league's hypocrisy louder than ever. Why is the WNBA targeting its biggest star while ignoring real controversies? In this deep investigative dive, we reveal the untold truth behind Clark's lawsuit, explosive fan reactions, and how this could forever change the future of the league. Imagine giving your everything to the game you love, only to be treated like a criminal for being too good. That's exactly what's happening to Caitlin Clark. After dropping historic numbers and carrying the Indiana Fever to victory, she was handed her 11th drug test of the season, more than any WNBA player on record. Now, her legal team has filed a $1 million lawsuit against WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. This isn't about rules anymore. It's about respect, bias, and a league that's questioning greatness instead of celebrating it. You won't believe what fans, insiders, and legal experts are saying. Caitlin Clark just dropped a legal bombshell that's rocking the WNBA to its core. A $1 million lawsuit has been filed against Commissioner Cathy Engelbert after Clark was forced to take 11 drug tests this season alone. Fans say it's not random, it's revenge. While league stars like Brittany Griner escaped discipline for racial slurs and dirty plays, Clark is being treated like a suspect for being legendary. In this exclusive breakdown, we expose the truth behind the tests, the hypocrisy at the top, and the internet's brutal response that might change the league forever. Caitlin Clark gets drug tested 11 times. Files a $1 million lawsuit. Fans explode. The WNBA stays silent. What's going on? In this video, we break down the lawsuit that's shaking the league, the targeted harassment claims, and the wild reactions flooding Twitter, TikTok, and sports media. This isn't just controversy, it's a crisis. Up next, WNBA legend Sue Bird breaks her silence, defending Caitlin Clark and exposing the politics behind the scenes. Trust us, you won't want to miss this.